Alright, let me fix that camera. Hello, my name is Milk, and today I'm going to be discussing my story, as brief as I can, about Kenyooki. Kenyooki is the man who I hired to rig my model, and right now I'm using the rig that he gave me. You can tell me yourself what you think of it, how it moves, the mouth. I'm already aware how goddamn wiggly the cigar is. The thing goes 1,000 miles an hour, and I've already hired someone to try to fix that for me. Kenyooki was who I fell in love with in terms of rigging. I had searched so long for a rigger that could fit my range, yet could bring my character to life. The budget that I was trying to aim for was $500 at the time, I believe. But I did check out every rigger I could, from $100 riggers to $1,000 riggers, to get a good sense of how rigging by dollar value goes, I guess, and what to expect for my dollar. Kenyooki was everything that I wanted. And so I introduced myself with the progress art of my character to get permission, because I wasn't confident in my art, to see if he would actually rig my model. And he said yes. That gave me confidence. I began forward. I chopped, I made the model, and I said to him, $600 up front. Didn't do 50-50, I did $600 upfront full pay. I was excited. But little did I know that I was gonna be in fucking for pain. In a long time of pain, and I still am in pain. Every fucking day this shit fucking bothers me. Every fucking goddamn day, the way he treats his fucking clients. Ignoring them, ghosting them, not giving them a single update out of his own volition. And the only time he chooses to respond to people anymore is if they mention a fucking refund. I hired him more so in the middle of the year, so I guess it was before this transition of him ghosting everyone 100% completely until they mention refund. Because the people that I've been speaking with were people that hired him after I hired him. He did not give me an update for 2 months. Now you're probably saying, well, that sounds like it's also your fault. And you're right. Kenyooki was the first person I've ever commissioned seriously. He's the first person that I've ever hired to do a serious project for me, because I always grew up doing everything myself. I was my own graphic designer. I was my own artist. I was my own video editor. I was my own sound editor. I was my own music maker. I was my own motion graphics designer. I did everything myself. I refused to do anything through someone else because I loved being able to get creative and do art. But I didn't have the time to learn Live 2D. Live 2D is a very long process and a very skillful software. And I didn't have the time. I wanted to do VTubing. So I hunted out a rigger for so long, and eventually I found Kenyooki thanks to someone else's stream. So I also have been a freelancer, and I worked on site art as well. And I'm very familiar with how much it sucks to be berated, harassed, abused, rushed, and overall just having a bad time as an artist on the internet and in person. So I can empathize with many of the artists on Twitter. That's why I always do my best to be understanding. When they tell me that they're busy, they tell me they have school, they tell me they got sick, they update me, I understand. I don't care if I hired you in February to draw a fucking cute piece of art of me and a friend. If that shit takes a whole year because it's been a bad year for you, I understand. I hired you because I want your art. That's why. And I will not ever waver so long as you let me know and you don't leave me in the dark. And that's something that Kenyooki does not do. He does not update you. He does not message you of his own volition. He does not tell you that he's going through times, I guess. And it's hard to believe. He always says the story that he's busy, that he's busy, that he's busy. He has school, he has tests, he has exams. And I know as streamers, our commission life and our streaming life are two separate things. But for someone to stream every day for a week and produce content and make a new outfit and rig their hands with the new Live 2D rigging or hand tracking, even for a guitar, you sure have done a lot of stuff for someone who is so immensely busy with school. And keep in mind, he ghosts people months at a time. Months. After those two months of nothing, it filled me with anxiety. I had a mental breakdown. And any of my friends who were there to see that, and I apologize for you having seen that, even though I did take it to an appropriate channel to try to have a serious discussion about how I'm feeling. I'm sorry. I believed my art wasn't good enough. Maybe it was because I was male. Because Kenyooki mostly rigs females. And all of the models that he's rigged have such gorgeous art that I felt so inferior to all of the other models that he's made because I'm just cel shaded with flat colors, while the models that he does are very painterly. It filled me with anxiety, but my friends reassured me that if my money was good enough for him, then my model is good enough for him to rig. And that filled me with confidence. Please, look at the drive link. Read my story of the DMs between me and Kenyooki. I did not leave anything out. I want you to see everything for yourself and you to be your own judge of character of what you think happened here. Use your own judgment. I don't want to force you. Everyone has a different sense of what is right and what is wrong. And so with the time that passed, I messaged him because of the newfound confidence my friends gave me. I wanted to know what was up. He gave me a half-hearted apology, at least it seemed half-hearted, because of the playful manner and the weird emoticons that he used in the message itself. It felt unprofessional. I don't care about professionalism of my artists, but if it's for a serious apology, don't. Just stop. I don't know what that apology was. My friends were furious for me. I didn't care because I was just happy that he told me he was gonna work on my model. 1 month later, it was his birthday. I started to get testy a little bit, but I said it's his birthday. I will let him be. Then he messaged me himself, finally, for once. But it wasn't good news. It was basically an almost identical message to the last one of the apology that he gave me, saying that he was going to start this month. I had it. I was going to make sure myself that he worked on my model this month. And my friends also had it for me. But as I said, I was very unfamiliar with how commissioning worked. But this experience was what opened my eyes that even though I can be kind to artists, I should not let myself get walked over. Eventually, I would start messaging his previous clients. At this point, it had been 4 to 5 months. And the time that passed, it's 3 months. Wait, no, I'm sorry, 3 weeks. Was it 3 weeks? No, 2 weeks passed. 2 weeks passed. I gave him 2 weeks and some change. Then I messaged him again. Hey, what's going on? No response. He left me on red. I know you can't see that through the DMs, But I vividly remember that he left me on red. I didn't know this was going to be happening, so I didn't take a screenshot of me being left on red. I'm sorry. I wanted a refund. I wanted out. This entire commission experience had been so terrible. It's been 5 months with an ETA promise of 1 to 2 months. 5 months and nothing from Kenyooki. So I proposed. So I told him I want a refund. And with the word refund, he appeared as if a wizard or me rubbing a genie's lamp. He made me an offer. I accepted his offer because I was already in so deep. What's the term? A sunk cost fallacy? 5 months. And I had my eyes set on debut. And this was before I actually realized just how much work there actually is in the full scheme of debut. It's not as simple as I had initially thought. At least, I didn't make it as simple. And so, I waited again. But I began messaging his previous clients, finding out what their experience was. Majority of the clients have had bad experiences with Kenyooki. Those who hired him in early 2021 primarily say, I love his work. But he was very unresponsive and I needed to chase him down to be able to get him to do things for me. And so I can think that speaks volumes of just how unprofessional he has been. I didn't get the honor to speak with someone who hired him late 2020. And they were completely satisfied. They were happy. He kept them up to date. He spoke with them regularly and he would let them know everything. And they were happy. Then came the people that commissioned him around my time. They were depressed. They were depressed. Kenyooki has been ghosting people for months. No response, no update, nothing. I tried to be there for them, to try and hopefully message with them to continue to have, continue through, to hopefully see the end. It's not fair. It's not fair what he's been doing to every single one of his clients. The responses that he's been giving to his clients are things along the lines of, I've been very busy with school. I've been very busy with VTubing. And I have been very busy with all the rigs. And that this is his main form of income to pay his bills. If this was your main form of income, Kenyooki, then why do you treat us so poorly? Why do you give us such low priority compared to everything else? If we are truly your main form of income, why are you streaming every day? Why are you making so much content if you don't have the time? You have so many fucking VTubers booked right now. You have so many VTubers booked and you don't keep a list of who's on your wait list. You don't make one of those public wait lists that other fucking people do where we can see how many people you have hired, but you have so many fucking people hired. You don't stop taking commissions. You say you have slots available for this month, and you keep giving fake promises of ETAs that you aren't going through with. Why are you lying to people about this? Fucking models are expensive. Models are very expensive, and majority of the people I've been talking to paid you up full front. Now clearly that was a mistake. I thought it would motivate you, but I guess it just made you comfortable. Why would you do this? Why would you take so many commissions from so many VTubers who've had so many big plans for debut, re-debuts, redesigns, and they even told you about their desired goals and dates, And you just spit everywhere on us. You don't bother communicating, you didn't bother messaging, you didn't bother ever telling them, oh shit, things are rough right now, I'm sorry, I don't think the deadline's gonna be hit. I'm sorry that this video is so fucking long. But I just can't. I can't let this be the case anymore. I'm tired of seeing other people get hurt. I'm so tired of it. Why? Why are so many people being hurt by you? I thought I was gonna be the last one. When you finished my modeling, you dumped it on me. You dumped it on me. Don't deny that you didn't. Because I even messaged you about the refund that you agreed to. And you never responded. To the point that I had to file action with PayPal. And had to go through a friend of yours. You're lucky to have such a fucking amazing friend, Kenyooki. Who is willing to sacrifice their own fucking life and their own sanity to fucking handle the people that you've enraged. But even when I tried to tell people their friend is trying, it's okay with handling the situation if you want, that was even more outrageous. Because you know why? Because it is. Your friend shouldn't be the one who is here talking for you, who is handling your situations, who is being your mediator. You should be. It's your job. That's what we paid you for. We paid you. The entire process of making a model isn't just you make the model however you feel like it and you dump it on us. You have to ask for updates. You have to ask your client, how do you think of this? What do you think of this? Does it look like it's coming out so far? I don't know why, but I fucking moved my goddamn head a fucking centimeter and my goddamn shoulders take a dive. You feel me? Like, holy shit. And my cigar is fucking insane. It looks so stupid. It's the main reason I don't like using this model. Also, I want to save it until debut. You're supposed to ask, it's our models. It's supposed to look how we want and move how we want. Yet you don't send anything. It's infuriating, and it's honestly ridiculous. Why? Why do you work like this? And the thing is, the insane thing is that even though you weren't working on my model in the beginning, you were working on my model afterwards. Because when I wanted to file when I reminded you about the 180-day limit, you immediately dropped the files off without giving me a single other update. You were literally working on the models. It's not that hard to pull up your screen recorder and record you testing the model briefly and send it to us. And asking us, does this motion look good to you? You never did that, and you just dump everyone's models on them. And while mine, I think, looks better than more of the recent people's, a lot of the recent people's you've been giving look so bad. You have been scuffing their work, all because they mention refunds and you want to rush their job instead. You think just because they want a refund that gives you the right to rush a job? No, we hired you because we wanted what was in your portfolio. We wanted to look like the rigs that you made in your portfolio. Yet there's so many rigs that you've made recently that you haven't been putting on your portfolio. There's so many rigs that you haven't been tweeting on Twitter. You are not even on Twitter anymore. I'm aware that you're moving to YouTube, but that doesn't make it okay. I'm very tired and I'm very hurt. And I'll be honest with you, I just want to go to bed tonight. I'm sorry for taking up so much of your time if you decided to listen to this. But I hope that at least you can read the drive and see the images of people's experiences with Kenyooki and them telling me their stories. Please, don't suffer until Kenyooki gets his act together. Kenyooki, I don't hate you. I want you to be a better rigger. I want you to be a better communicator. You're an artist. Your rigs are fantastic. But I want you to be a better person. I want you to be a better fucking rig parent for people who want to hire you. I'm tired of us being hurt by you. And I'm tired of us constantly having to force you out of your hole while you are immensely active on other medias, yet you decide to only ignore your clients. However, when a new customer shows up asking for a quote, you immediately respond in less than 20 minutes, huh? You're happy to take money, but you're not happy to do the work. If you can't do the work, don't take the money. And also, you're telling people that you don't have the funds to give them refunds, then you shouldn't have spent the money. That's a good rule of being a freelancer. You don't spend the money of projects that aren't done. I'm so tired. Please, stop it. And get some help. Thank you, everyone, for listening to this, and I hope you all have a pleasant night.